Hey guys, Adam Hart here. Here's the best settings in Spider-Man 2. And don't worry, there's no spoilers. In visual settings, turn off motion blur, especially in a game like this where you're moving fast all the time. Turn off film grain right below motion blur, which is set to the max by default. Turning this off gives you a clearer image. Turn off chromatic aberration right below film grain, which makes colors look inaccurate and even have an out of focus quality to them in the image's corners. There's shortcuts you can place on the left or right directional button, which you can find at the bottom of the settings menu. You could attach the following to these buttons: the Spider-Man app, charge jump, or even photo mode, just to name a few. The left directional button activated photo mode in the 2018 Spider-Man game, so that would work well with the left button. For the right button, you might find it useful to place one of the game speeds on to slow down time, so you can use slow-mo anytime you want. You can turn off inverted controls for web wings in the control settings. You can continuously dodge by holding circle, which is especially useful if you're on the harder difficulties. Now this does interfere with corner swings when you hold circle and the left analog stick when you go around buildings, so you can turn this on when you go into fights and turn it off when you go back to free roaming. You can auto heal, auto complete QuickTime events, change the game speed, and simplify puzzles in the gameplay settings. At the bottom of the gameplay settings, you have more control over your swinging if you turn down swing steering assistance. You won't have assistance staying off the road during low swings, so you have to time your swings better, but you might like having this extra control. You can enable fall damage for some pretty funny deaths, and to add realism if you want. If you're having trouble hearing voices, in the audio settings, turn on voice boost, which quietens game audio and increases dialogue. If you're a streamer or any kind of content creator, you could turn on streaming mode, which mutes licensed music. If you get tired of hearing podcasts, you can turn off Jay's or Danika's podcast. If you have sensitive ears, you can turn off high-pitched ringing after explosions by turning on high-frequency cutoff. You can turn off notifications for crimes, air tricks, and app activity if they're getting too much in UI notifications. Even when air trick notifications are off, you'll still receive XP when doing air tricks. You can hide the HUD at the bottom of UI settings. If you're having trouble seeing subtitles, you can change the size and color in the subtitle settings. You can make your game look better by going to visual settings and changing the graphics mode to fidelity. This gives you the highest image quality possible, but it does less frames per second at 30 FPS. If you like to prioritize your frames instead of graphics, put the game on performance mode. I'd recommend putting graphics mode on performance, which means the graphics won't look as good, but you'll get 60 frames per second, which makes the game run a whole lot smoother. The graphics will still look good, and the game will feel much better and smooth, which makes a way bigger difference. Set VBR to smooth for the game to maintain the resolution and target a steady frame rate. For display mode, just set it to auto, but if you want to find out what hertz your monitor runs at, go to your PS5 settings, screen and video, then video output. You can turn on full screen effects down below so special effects impact the whole screen, which makes it more immersive, but if you're sensitive to flashing lights, I keep this off. You can add a camera shake to your swings to make them more dramatic by going to your settings, camera settings, then turn it on camera shake and turn it up swing camera motion to your liking. To save time, you can automatically turn the camera toward the objective waypoint when you scan by turning on look at waypoint at the bottom of camera settings. And those are the best settings for Spider-Man 2. I hope you guys are having a great time with the game. I have more Spider-Man 2 tips and free roams on my channel. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.